Welcome back, everybody, to Celebrate Sausage. Today's episode is all about chorizo. Now, there are several types of chorizo that we're going to be making this year on Celebrate Sausage, but in today's episode, I'm going to show you how to make Mexican chorizo. Stay tuned. Mexican chorizo is a sausage that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm so excited to be able to feature it here on Celebrate Sausage. Growing up between South Louisiana and Monterrey, Mexico, chorizo is a sausage that we had all the time. And it has such a unique flavor and a unique way of preparation that truly makes it stand alone. Today, I'm going to show you how to make authentic Mexican chorizo. To make Mexican chorizo, we're going to need some lean pork and some pork back fat. And after I cut this up into manageable pieces, stick it in the freezer for about 45 minutes, we're going to grind it on a 6mm plate. I wouldn't go too much finer than that. You can make it more coarse if you like a meatier chorizo. Once we grind it, we're going to go ahead and put that back in the freezer so that it can firm up a little bit. And chorizo gets its flavor from the chilies that it uses. So we're going to use guajillo chilies as one of the chilies, and all we're going to do to prepare all of the chilies is de-seed them, remove the stem, and then just set them to the side. The next chili we're going to use is chili árbol, and all we're going to do is remove the stem, and same thing, get rid of the seeds, set those to the side. And then finally, our third chili is going to be chili ancho. We're going to process it the exact same way. And once we're done removing the seeds and removing the stems, I'm going to take all of those chili bits, and in a cast iron skillet, I'm going to toast those up a little bit. So what we want to do is we want to just really build on the layers of flavor. This is going to deliver some of the most authentic Mexican chorizo you've ever had. When toasting your chilies, just make sure you move them around often so you don't burn them. But as soon as they're all crispy and toasted, and you should easily be able to break them with your hands, go ahead and pour hot boiling water into the bowl that you have your dried chilies in, and cover that with some cling film. Now this is going to rehydrate your chilies and get it ready for the chili paste that we're going to be making for our Mexican chorizo. Now let's look at the spices. We've got all kinds of spices, and you can find the recipe in the description box below, but pay special attention to this one. This is apple cider vinegar, and it's going to be used to acidify our chorizo. After about 30 or 45 minutes of your peppers being rehydrated, go ahead and strain the liquid out and put all those peppers into your blender. We want to blend this into a paste. I'm going to go ahead and slowly start to incorporate the apple cider vinegar to make it a little bit easier to blend up, because it's all going to be mixed with the seasonings and the ground pork. Make sure it's cooled before you mix it with your ground pork, but once it's cooled and your meat is properly chilled, and we're talking just a little above freezing, go ahead and add your seasonings and your chili paste, and you're going to mix that until it's well incorporated and your meat starts to get slightly tacky. As soon as that happens, you're going to take that entire batch of ground seasoned meat and set it in a bowl. This is what makes Mexican chorizo slightly different than some of the other fresh sausages. It needs to cure in our fridge for about a week. Now, you can let it go for 3 days if you want. I like to let it go for 7 days. And during that time, the vinegar in the recipe is going to acidify your sausage. And every day, you want to check it and squeeze out any excess liquid that's formed on your sausage. So as you can see right here, I'm just squeezing out handfuls. Notice there's a little bit of liquid that's formed right there. I'm just going to go ahead and pour that out. Now, I do admit this particular step can be a little laborious, but after a week of doing this, your chorizo is done, and you can go ahead and portion that up into 1-pound packages and freeze it, because this freezes great. I'm going to go ahead and cook some up. Now, growing up in Mexico, I cannot remember a breakfast table where chorizo wasn't a part of it. And we typically had it with potatoes. We typically had it with eggs. And what you want to do is you want to fry your chorizo up until it's cooked. This process only takes a few minutes. And to your cooked chorizo, you're going to add whatever ingredient you're going to add to it. In this case, I'm going to add scrambled eggs. But I'm telling you, it goes great with chicken. It goes great with potatoes. So we're just going to now cook the eggs because the chorizo is already cooked. Now that our eggs are cooked, it's time to heat up a couple of tortillas, because having eggs with chorizo in a taco is my absolute super favorite way to enjoy this sausage. And it's simple. It's easy to cook, and it is extremely delicious.
I think I'm going to enjoy some breakfast chorizo tacos now.
Mexican chorizo, one of my all-time favorite sausage. It's absolutely amazing. There's really nothing else like it. And trust me, whether you're eating it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner with chicken, potatoes, or eggs, it's gonna be amazing. Thanks for watching the video. If you got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And don't forget, there is a recipe in the description box so that you can make Mexican chorizo at home. Remember to stay tuned because tomorrow we have another exciting episode, same time, same place, here on Celebrate Sausage. See you then.